Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, Aeroprakt flaunts its handicap-friendly design, the return of Starliner, belatedly and missing a few things, U.S. DOJ seizes aircraft exported illegally. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Aeroprakt flaunts its handicap-friendly design. Aeroprakt exhibited the handicap-friendly variation of their A-22LS at the 2024 Midwest Aviation Expo. The company intends to utilize the aircraft to expand flight training accessibility for disabled students. The A-22LS is a two-seat high-wing light sport aircraft with a metal airframe and tricycle landing gear. The engine, a Rotax 912UL-ULS, peaks at 5,800 RPM and produces a typical 140 to 150 knot cruise. The aircraft is also outfitted with large bubble-style windows for optimized visibility and some pretty unique views. The Aeroprakt 22 can be easily reconfigured in the factory to suit the needs of disabled pilots. With some simple linkage swaps, the aircraft can include a rudder control stick located between the seats. This is still connected to the pedals for conventional use when allowable. Further, the large interior cargo space is designed to easily accommodate wheelchairs or other necessary equipment. The handicap-friendly configuration was created upon the initial request of a private customer, but now comes as a standard purchase option. The company aims to get the aircraft into flight schools to develop more opportunities for pilots with disabilities. Only 4 A-22s have been delivered in the U.S. so far. However, they're all under private individual ownership. After the break, CAF's TBM Avenger back in the skies.
Backcountry flying to us is our playground. For us, it's how we access the things we like to do. It's just our lifestyle. We exclusively use the Hartzell Voyager prop, and it's proved to be just a great combination for what we do. What it's doing, it's helping us all have better performing airplanes. Man, it feels a lot better clearing trees by 50 feet versus 20 feet. I don't ever see myself not flying.
For over 30 years, the massive Sport Plane Resource Guide has provided expert, credible information, evaluations, and critical analysis of all that the sport aviation world has to offer. The all-new digital Sport Plane Resource Guide is coming with extensive multimedia features that are constantly updated, an even more comprehensive online guide to all things sport aviation. Available soon. www.sportplane.com.
The legendary BD4C program is building an exciting future for those who want a rugged four-seat family flyer with a proven history. The SureWings program produces a complete kit and builder assist program that gives you everything you need to be flying a BD4CS in record time. For conventional kit builders, BD Aviation has parts, partial kits, and full kits for the 190-mile-per-hour BD4C that has logged thousands of hours. Visit SureWings.com and BDAviation.com for more details.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. CAF's TBM Avenger back in the skies. The CAF Capital Wing recently announced that their TBM Avenger has returned to flight status. It has been grounded for several months due to maintenance inspections and mechanical issues. The TBM 3E Avenger, which later adopted the nickname of Doris May, was built under license by General Motors in 1945. It was immediately transferred from the production line in New Jersey to a military ship in preparation to invade mainland Japan, scheduled for December 1945. Arizona on track for record-high laser strikes. If the current trend continues, Arizona is projected to reach record-high numbers of laser strikes by the end of the year. This felony action creates a dangerous situation for military, commercial, and GA pilots. In late August, the FAA released a statement warning pilots of increased laser incidents. They stated that laser pointers, quote, produce a beam near the eye's peak sensitivity, end quote, which causes extreme disorientation and temporary blindness. C-130 celebrates 70 impressive years of service. The U.S. Air Force celebrated 70 years of flight for their Lockheed C-130 Hercules on August 23rd. Its anniversary bash was hosted by Robins Air Force Base in Houston County, Georgia. The C-130 Hercules first took to the skies on August 23, 1954. It departed from the Lockheed plant in Burbank, California, and flew around 50 nautical miles southwest to Edwards Air Force Base. Since then, the aircraft has played numerous roles in military aviation, including troop and cargo transport, medevac, search and rescue, reconnaissance, refueling, and air support. Air Combat Command receives first EA-37B Compass call. The Air Combat Command has taken delivery of its first EA-37B Compass call aircraft at Davis-Monthan AFB. The EA-37B is a wide-area airborne electromagnetic attack weapon platform that uses an extensively modified version of the Gulfstream G550 airframe. This first aircraft was delivered by ACC Commander General Ken Wilsbach. It is assigned to the 55th Electronic Combat Group and will be flown by the 43rd Electronic Combat Squadron. Although based at Davis-Monthan, the 55th ECG reports to the 55th Wing at Offutt AFB in Nebraska. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. The return of Starliner, belatedly and missing a few things. NASA and Boeing safely returned an embarrassingly uncrewed Starliner spacecraft following its landing at 10:01 p.m. MDT September 6th at White Sands Space Harbor in New Mexico, concluding an extended 3-month flight test to the ISS. The flight on June 5th was the first time astronauts launched aboard the Starliner. It was the third orbital flight of the spacecraft and its second return from the orbiting laboratory. Starliner now will ship to NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida for inspection and processing. NASA's Commercial Crew Program requires a spacecraft to fly a crewed test flight to prove the system is ready for regular flights to and from the orbiting laboratory. Following Starliner's return, the agency will review all mission-related data. NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams launched on June 5th aboard Starliner for the agency's Boeing crewed flight test from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. On June 6th, as Starliner approached the space station, NASA and Boeing identified helium leaks and experienced issues with the spacecraft's reaction control thrusters. Wilmore and Williams will continue their work aboard station as part of the expedition's 71-72 crew, returning in February 2025 with the agency's SpaceX Crew 9 mission. After these messages, U.S. DOJ seizes aircraft exported illegally.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Welcome back. U.S. DOJ seizes aircraft exported illegally. The U.S. Department of Justice seized an aircraft owned and operated for the benefit of Nicolás Maduro and his associates in Venezuela. The seizure was based on alleged violations of U.S. export control and sanctions laws. The aircraft was seized in the Dominican Republic and transferred to the Southern District of Florida. President Trump in 2019 issued an executive order prohibiting any U.S. person from engaging in transactions with anyone associated with the Venezuelan government. The U.S. Department of Commerce also established export controls for items intended in any way for a Venezuelan military or intelligence user. An investigation during 2022 and 23 found that Maduro affiliates allegedly used a shell company to conceal their purchase of the aircraft from a company based in the Southern District of Florida. The aircraft was exported to Venezuela via the Caribbean company used for the purchase and was found to have been used almost exclusively to and from a military base in Venezuela and for transporting Maduro and his representatives to other countries. Attorney General Merrick B. Garland said in a statement, quote, "The department will continue to pursue those who violate our sanctions and export controls to prevent them from using American resources to undermine the national security of the U.S., end quote. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!